the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Nighthawks. Rocket on quarterback. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Nighthawks at the...
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, here's Pickett. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Johnson on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You look at the Steeler defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And this is one of those something's got to give games. You've got the number 1 passing team in the NFL against the number 1 defense against the pass. A lot of times, the battle's in the trenches. We know that. We see it all the time. But this game's going to be won on the outside.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Nixon. That is caught. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Ready?
Off the bootleg. Nixon. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. And this one is right through. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
If you look at this defense, they're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the number 1 overall offense in the league.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First and 10, here's Pickett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. A short one there to Freiermuth. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. On the return, Johnson. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Steelers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And his kick here is good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Pickett now on 1st down. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw, Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Pickett. Got his man, it's Warren. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. Running left, it's Warren. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Pickett going to bootleg it. George Pickens, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man, Ty Johnson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Holding, receiving team.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now they try the right side here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
At the 16-yard
Operating from the gun. Nixon. Over the middle, it's complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. Back to throw. Nixon. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Nixon. His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Flush to his right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Striker, 3-3.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, wide open, complete.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
And they rattle off a big one. 52 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Nighthawks have cut the lead back down to 2.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Now, once again, Kenny Pickett leading his offense out.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, pass, pass. Finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Second down, here's Pickett.
In trouble, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Johnson to return it.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Ready.
To throw on 2nd down, Nixon. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Here we go.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Set, go.
Off play action. Nixon. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. He keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Well, he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes
Pickett lost it. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Nixon.
Now a screen set up for Johnson.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd and a couple.
Ready?
Back to throw. Nixon, screen play, Johnson. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one is right down the middle, and they have regained the lead.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, Charles, thanks very much. Welcome in, everybody, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's take a look at what we've got on tap as we wrap up the first quarter of the NFL season. The best of the early games on Sunday may just be in Buffalo, where the Bills face a big test.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Nixon. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Nixon.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ambry Thomas.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick-6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes this a 9-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A handoff for Warren.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And take it right on the 30. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Looking to throw on second down. Nixon eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long.
3rd and 19.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, green. Ready?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They toss it to Warren. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long, and you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
George Pickens.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he returns this to the 22. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. They go play action here on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback. That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a handoff running through the middle.
55 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Steps away to his left.
Taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Noah Fant, 28 yards. And the Nighthawks are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Pickett now on 1st down.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job?
There he goes, right side.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off, but he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On the give, it's Warren powering forward. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The offense on third down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Pickett. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 1st down, Nixon. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he is going to have a 1st down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
Ready?
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Keeps himself upright. And he's going to be stopped upright at the line of scrimmage. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Dixon. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Quez Watkins
from 3 yards out.
And the Nighthawks are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Pickett will look to throw it here. That's caught downfield by Pickens.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch, because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Pickett looking to throw on second down.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
One last shot at the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Albuquerque,
hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles